It was a goalless draw at the Stadium of Light, but the big talking point for referee Stuart Atwell to deal with involved Sunderland winger Nelson Angulo and Manchester United captain Bruno Fernandes. United fans not happy after Angulo escaped a red card for hitting his forearm in the side of Fernandes' face. No card was shown by the referee and VAR did not send him to the monitor. What do you think of this one, Dermot?
I don't think it's a red card, and I think that's the problem, that if it's a red card, the VAR can recommend it go across. Easy. But because of VAR, it's all or nothing, because I think it's a yellow card. I think it's unsporting behaviour, I think it's reckless. I actually think he's tried to get the top of his shoulder, tried to get across the chest, and he's gone up. But because he's caught him with the side of his arm rather than his elbow, he hasn't caught him with his elbow, he hasn't thrown his elbow. That's why I think it's a yellow card. But the VAR has to go yellow card, and that's where they're snookered, if you like.
I agree there. I think when you look at Angulo, he hasn't... I mean, if he's thrown an elbow, you would see, right? So what he's tried to do, you can see here, he's running past him and he's just trying to nudge him with his arm onto his shoulder. And again, you would feel frustrated as a player as well when you feel that kind of, players will look around and say, what are you doing? But in that instance, Angulo's actually tried to do that on his arm. His elbow has brushed up on his shoulder and hit him in the face. Again, I can't give a red card for that because I don't think he's not intentionally tried to hit him in the face with his elbow. I think it's a consequence of him trying to hit him on the arm and his elbow brushing up his shoulder going onto his face.
Sticking with that game, because Brian given a penalty here for this rugby-like challenge from Luke Shaw. But incredibly, Shaw got the foul. Can you explain this one to us, please, Dermot?
I think it's a tough call because it's already started there. When you see the first image, Robbie actually grabs him there. And that's what pulls Luke Shaw round, because Luke Shaw ends up not facing the ball. So that the argument is there. Well, he's not looking at the ball. He should be looking at the ball. He's engaging with the player. But he's actually... So I think Stuart's right there. I think foul by Robbie.
I mean, I'm looking at that from a forwards point of view, and I'm saying to myself, Robbie's trying to get... Yes, they're both grappling, but then it becomes a point where Shaw is now looking at the ball. And you'll probably say, that's because Robbie's, holding him, but Shaw's holding him as well. And these are the kind of situations, I mean, I'm always going to give the forward the benefit of the doubt, but I genuinely think that Shaw... If they're both being fair, Shaw is not going to beat Robbie in a physical duel. He has to do everything he can to stop him getting to the ball. But I think that was a wrong decision. I think Robbery should have got been given the benefit of the doubt.
Now, there was a great decision from Stuart Atwell, who spotted an outrageous Cunha. Firstly, Dermot, how much credit should he get for this?
Oh, 100%. It's just such a good call. And what happens, he makes it straight away, and it diffuses everything, because... If you look at the Sunderland players, straight away they're up in arms because they know it's a dive. And then because he whistles and he gets the yellow card out, everybody knows how he's going to deal with it, and it just goes away. What did you think to it, by the way?
I want to know what Jay rates that as, and I think he's ready for it.
Listen, from now on, players are going to have to be careful because I'm giving ratings. That is a 9.7 out of 10 for a dive from Cunha. That's poor. And you know why that's poor as well? Because he's received the ball really well. He's turned really well. He could have potentially got a shot off if he stayed on his feet. He might have even been able to take another touch, pass the defender to get a shot off. But he's tried to dive, he's tried to con the officials. And again, that's really poor play. And we don't want to see that. Arms up in the air, everything as well. Like, it's 9.7. I'm giving that's a fair. Would you agree with that, Derms?
I'd give the referee 10.
Dermot is not getting involved in any dive ratings.
I'm giving ratings from now on. When I see dives like that, I'm giving ratings because that's poor from Cunha. And he's a great player. And he turned really well, received the ball really well, turned really well. Could have got a shot off. He didn't need to dive there.